agree that one of the problems was the team wasn't brave enough. Is that the message tomorrow to your players? Be brave, be bold.
Yes, the message, but more important is how. So what means that message? What means brave? So it means always is a way of play. In possession, you give each other options, scanning in the right moment, the situations, taking the right decisions, go forward where it's possible, defending, be front foot, be aggressive, etc. That means what is brave, and as a team act in togetherness, so have the same ideas in every situation. That means braveness.
Neil.
What did you, in your time with Pep working, what did you learn from him?
But there's too much to tell in this. It's a lot, but it's really too short to bring that in say 30 seconds to tell that.
The best bit.
The best bit. Well, so about proactive. Be proactive. Play football. Football is about result. Top football is about result. But you want to do it in a certain way, and in a way of proactive adventure. Also entertain. Top football is about winning, but also about entertaining the fans. So football is for the fans. You play football for the fans. Finally, top football.
Okay. Erik, you said you've made huge progress. Do you feel you're still some way behind Manchester City, or do you now feel ready to challenge them?
I don't want to compare. It's about us.
You'll play tomorrow, so do you feel you're ready to challenge them on an equal footing now?
Of course. If you want to win trophies, you have to compete with the best. And City, they are the best. So we're looking forward to challenge with them.
Do you think there's a big gap still between them and you?
We see tomorrow.
Rob.
I don't know if you saw in the week, but Pep Guardiola said that he was thinking about using some ridiculous tactics in the game tomorrow. Sir Alex Ferguson, before big games, used to call them mind games. Do you read any of that? Do you care about that kind of stuff?
I don't care about it, what he is thinking. But you know, he did more often, and we are prepared for that. If you do different things, but we have our principles, our rules from football.
Is Van der Beek, is there any update on how long he's out for, do you know?
Yes, so it's his knee. On the long term, it's looking really good. He will be back, I think, in the start of pre-season.
So he's out for the rest of the season?
For the rest of the season, he's out.
And just ahead of tomorrow, obviously Haaland is an exceptional striker, but with Martinez, you've got quite a combative defender there. When he came up against Mohamed Salah earlier in the season, he seemed to unnerve him when he barged him. Would you, given how Everton seemed to unsettle Haaland the other week, would you encourage those kind of tactics?
It's clear. He's a really good player, but also we have good players. So I'm convinced our players are good enough to compete with all the players from Man City.
Erik, that's obviously heartbreaking news for Donny. What's your message been to him to try and kind of lift his spirits after such a bad injury?
I think everyone was really. So the thoughts are really with him. It's terrible when you are in the middle of a season and you get a bad tackle, bad injury. It's always really a disappointment in a group, and you feel your thoughts, your feelings are with the player. You express that, and I think our group did that really well. And we are, I'd say, to a certain point where even we are now happy. Basically, on the long term is good, and Donny's also happy with that. But of course, he's still in the same moment. There's a little bit mixed feeling that he's disappointed he's out of this season. And I think the players are feeling we are building something good, and you want to be part of it. And that is what I feel in this club in this moment from our players and the rest of them. Everyone wants to be part of it. So then, yeah, he is by bad injury. He is now out. So there are two sides of it. But the good news is, on the long term, he will be back, and this knee will be stable.
Last question, Ian.
Erik, there aren't many teams still competing on 4 trophy fronts like you guys are. City aren't, for example. Do you worry about the size of the squad, given what you've said about Donny, Anthony Martial, Anthony have had injury problems? Do you worry that you don't have a big enough squad to compete on 4 fronts? And do you think you might do some more business? You've obviously got one striker coming in. Do you want to do something else in January?
Yeah, if we close this with Wout, where we are, I think, close to finalize this, then we have an extra player. So really happy. I think it's also the player in the balance of the squad what we need. So happy with that. And so if there are more opportunities, we will be really ready for that. We were looking for that, but it has to be once again the right player. And from the numbers here, I think with the signing from Wout and also the development from some players, as I think Alejandro Canacho, that's the best example. But also we have seen in the week Kobe Mano, we have seen Facundo Pellistri. I think also we have some good, talentful young players in the back who also can fight for the minutes. They have to deserve it in the training, and when they are ready to compete and to and get that deserve in the training, then I'm not hesitating to play them. But they have to show it and that they can contribute to this team and that they can contribute to the high targets we have.
Thank you very much.
No.